We're gonna get into a very sad story to start here. I'm gonna make it 2 separate videos, so if you're watching the podcast, you can watch this whole rant that's about to happen in another video, and if you're watching the rant video, go watch the full podcast. Anyways, we'll start with Dad. Go ahead.
The one untouchable amongst all sports is the Phillie Phanatic. The only thing, the only man, the only creature from the Galapagos Islands who never lets me down. Amongst all the players in Philadelphia, the teams, the management, there was always one constant. There was one hero. There was one shining light in sometimes abysmal seasons, much like the last decade for the Phillies, and that was the Phillie Phanatic. No one could touch it. No one could hurt it. It was always going to be there for you. It was your best friend, and now money has ruined it. Money has officially ruined everything. Everybody's worried about protecting their lot in life instead of the greater good of all of those of us who love the Phillie Phanatic. This fine, amazing creature from the rare Galapagos Islands had to undergo a transformation because of money. So his eyes are no longer like that. They're now stars.
I'll outline it for you guys. I'll put up a graphic for all you watching the rant video, and for all the other ones, this is the podcast. This is what you get. His eyes. Go ahead.
They're stars now.
Yeah, they're stars.
And
the blue is like lighter.
It's
like
a
lighter
baby
now,
blue.
and it goes all the way around.
It's bad.
His eyes.
The blue around the eyes is really, really bad. The eyelashes.
Yeah.
The tail is too long.
Yeah.
It doesn't look good.
The snout is different. It's shorter.
The color of the tail. The snout is shorter, which is ridiculous because the snout is one of the greatest selling points.
He's less fat.
I don't really care about the shoes
or the socks
because he already.
Or the socks.
No, I do care about the socks.
Stirrups?
Because now listen, I don't care about the shoes because he wears special shoes every now and again, anyways, and he could always just switch back and forth with shoes. The socks of all blue with the red stripe, it looks terrible.
It does.
It doesn't look good. It's not the distinct red and white. They failed on that.
The stirrups are pretty iconic.
The body changes are ridiculous.
They're on all of them. All three of these.
Amphibian-like nonsense they added to his arms is just crushing. Overall, I'm just hoping they sort the lawsuit out and they just go back to the regular Phanatic. They would have been better off just not having him out there today because it just doesn't look good. Now I understand that the current Phanatic before this present one didn't look exactly like the one that debuted in 78, but the changes were always for the better, and this is just a nonsense.
It's for the worst. This is for the worst.
Just a disgusting money pull between the Phillies and the creators of the Phanatic.
Harrison Erickson, I hate you.
Well, both of them, that they couldn't figure this out. And here's the other problem.
Care.
This has been a 2-year waste. And you couldn't get it done, so now you're spiting the creators by making the Phanatic look different and screwing all the rest of us. And it's just nonsense because rich people arguing with other rich people, wonderful, and the rest of us lose.
All right, my turn. Harrison Erickson and the Phillies, both of you guys.
Freaking mad! I mean, you guys have officially made me lose my marbles!
Have officially made me lose my marbles. In front of us are 3 generations of the Phanatic. This is my granddad's, this is yours, and this one's mine. You can squeeze its stomach and the tongue pops out. I don't think yours does that.
3 generations of Phanatics.
This is the one from Build a Phanatic that they need to bring back at Citizens Bank Park, by the way, because it's a joke that you don't have it. It was great. Where did it go? Nobody knows.
They sold it out so that there could be more retail and concessions.
Like that wasn't your biggest retailer?
Again, another money pull.
Oh, my gosh. Anyways.
We did sign $1 billion TV deal a couple years ago.
With Comcast. Yeah.
But I guess that's not enough money to sort it out. Great job.
So, like you said.
Great job.
You know what? I am fine with it if you take away the scales. The scales are horrible.
You know what? You paid Bryce Harper $330 million. Why couldn't you pay $30 million or $100 million? I'd rather pay $330 million for the Phanatic.
Do we need to start a GoFundMe?
Than Bryce
Do
Harper.
we need to start a
GoFundMe?
GoFundMe?
No offense, Bryce Harper, but the Phillie
The fans will fund it.
More
I think Harper would agree with you.
No.
He would. The scales are horrible. The hands are separated. It looks like a wing now. It's not a wing. He's a bird.
I can only hope
without wing. He's got hands. Hands.
Well,
I hope the Phillies watch this. I emailed them today. and hopefully they forward it to whoever it needs to go to. I don't think Tom Burgoyne or David Raymond, who both played the Phillie Phanatic, would approve of this at all. I don't think they approved it.
Disappointing, and I can only hope that when the lawsuit finishes itself, that they go back to the normal, because even the minor changes they made from the Phillies'
scales,
perspective,
oh god,
it's still ridiculous, and it's still the Phillie Phanatic, and to any court would basically say, no, you're still using the same likeness, even though you modified 4 or 5 things.
My problem with that, though, is have you looked at the San Diego Chicken lawsuit? It's eerily similar to the Phanatic's lawsuit, where KGB Radio kind of owned him, and the creator he kind of like made his own costume. So as you can see here, this is the current Phanatic with the CE. I'll put the graphic up on the screen. He's got kind of a blue on the top. The original one isn't like that. If I search it up here, I'm looking up original. So when you Google original, like, if I can find it, here, keep talking.
It's
I'll
just
look.
money. People arguing, rich people arguing with other rich people. Isn't that the state of all the world at this point? Rich people arguing with other rich people about how they can be richer.
All right, see, look right here. This is the original San Diego Chicken. He's got kind of red on the top, and his beak's different. And then here's the other one. You wouldn't notice much of the difference. That's what I'm scared of with the Phanatic, is that the court will approve this, which I hope they rule against the Phillies and they make them take away this nightmare that's happened today with the scales.
Pay the luxury tax to get the Phanatic back the way he was.
Yes. Pay
We don't need other players. Pay the Phanatic.
Honestly,
he could play third base better than Gene Segura. Who looks like
he was garbage today.
Let's see if we waste a whole nother season, like we wasted a whole season determining that Rhys Hoskins couldn't play left field, like we didn't know that 2 games into spring training.
My God.
We knew that Kingery shouldn't be playing anywhere other than second base. Would you put him there 2 years later? And my goodness, Segura should not be playing third. Looked like a circus clown over there today. And yet we're probably going to go through all of spring training and part of the season with that before they realize, well, it's not going to work.
The scales are horrible. The hands separated from the fur. His hat looks different now too. His hat looks like it's not like it used to be, like a real hat.
It's just a giant disaster. Really soured the end of the week, beginning of the week.
Yeah, it hurts.
It's depressing.
The article I'm reading right now says, the man behind the mascot's 90-inch waistline, that he's still the same old Phanatic, just with a little more, I don't even know what that word is, sachet in him?
I don't even know where you are.
Right here.
Oh, sachet.
Not good, man.
What a load of crap.
All right, well,
fix it.
Thanks for watching this rant. We're mad. Phillies, fix it. Harrison Erickson, I hate you. Thanks for ruining your own creation, you idiots.
They're all guilty.
They're all guilty.
They're all guilty of being greedy. I'm not going to assign blame to one or the other. They both suck. And I lose.
We lose. The fans lose. Screw these people.